This is our Char-broil grill, 5 years old this month, and this is their infrared model. It's the commercial infrared. It was, I think this was labeled right around 600 at Lowe's. I think we got it into season. We got it a few dollars cheaper, but not a whole lot. And it was a really nice grill for the first 4 years. And it started having some problems. It it wasn't lighting real consistently, and then the heat wasn't distributed as evenly. So it got worse this year with the heat distribution. So I opened it up, looked at it. I found that the burners, well, on at least one of them there, the tube was actually completely severed. You can see that in two separate pieces there. And then there are others, at least two of these others, like this one you can see here, and this one you can see here, that we're getting very close to being severed. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. So I thought, no problem. I glanced at those, and I ordered a new set of burners here, and I just went in a little over an hour ago to replace these. I cut out the old ones. And I got them out. They're not that big a deal. But then I started just sweeping up the debris that you couldn't really get to on this bottom here until the burners were out of the way. Well, what I found out is as I start just gently poking at this, it's just starting to all fall apart. And you can see a little bit of what's left of the bottom of this tray. And what they did on this model is they built this entire bottom tray as part of the Firebox. It's all attached to this entire metal box here that goes all the way around, and so it's one piece. And that entire thing just rusted to pieces here in 5 years. There wasn't really any reasonable way to clean it because, like I said, without cutting the burners out of there. So you can see a piece left in the back corner there, and you can see a piece right here that's hanging on, and you can see what the metal looks like here from the very front where it's not rusted out. But the rest of that is gone, and it's pretty much just a pile. It's just a pile of rust. So I thought, no problem. If I have to replace some parts after 5 years, that's not a big deal. Well, I went and I looked on their website, looked this up, and contacted them, and they've discontinued the Firebox for this. So this tray is part of the Firebox, can't be replaced separately, but we also note that the Firebox itself has damage. So really, I'm looking at this going, the entire Firebox should be replaced. It was $80 on their site, and it's like, that would be livable if I need to, replace this and have the grill all working again for $80. Completely unavailable, no way they can get it. They said there's just nothing they know of that can be done for this. The grill just has to be replaced. So, really liked this grill for, like I said, the first 4 years were great. The last year started having some problems with it. Really like the thing overall, but I'm extremely disappointed that a grill that's like $600 does not have replacement parts available 5 years later, and that it has this kind of defect damage that that happened to it. So when I was chatting with them, they even said the newer models, they've used a different type of drip tray that's removable, cleanable, and in this one, it wasn't really, because it was designed. I looked at the diagrams. That basically the tray ran right in here, and it ran into this tray that you could pull out through the back and dump any drippings or whatever that were trapped, dump them out of there. We bought this one for this more expensive grill, mainly because we were tired of buying the ones at Walmart that were $130 to $150 that only lasted 3 years before they started really falling apart. This was supposed to be their commercial series with stainless steel parts, and the outside stayed looking reasonably good. You don't get a very good view of it now because after I took this opened and, you know, had the rust and grease and stuff from that splatter everywhere, but, you know, the lid is still very solid, looks, you know, reasonably nice. Most of the metal is, you know, the doors and everything are, you know, very solid. So apparently it was just an extremely poor design on their part here, but blows my mind why they didn't, you know, keep some replacement parts available. Then looking at what happened with my Char-broil grill here, I just switched over to, this is what was left of that, of the tray. So we can see here, these are the pieces. There were some that were slightly larger, but most of it was just debris, basically. It just fell apart when I reached in there and, you know, touched it with my hands with gloves on, and just completely fell to pieces there. So I guess if I guess I'm not going to tell you not to get a Char-broil because of this, because we did really like it for the first 4 years or so, and it worked really well, and hopefully this is a design flaw that they fixed, but something you should be aware of that that could happen, and it's really disappointing with something that's this expensive. I would have come out, you know, way ahead of, and just could have bought 4 of the Walmart grills at this price, and you know, I used to get 3 years of life out of those things fairly easily.